Hi all, welcome again on my channel. Today we will see next topic in our video session, that is split valuation in SAP MM. Note that it is same in ECC and as for HANA, so there is no any change in split valuation in whether it's with ECC or as for HANA. So let's dive into video. Before that, you are new on my channel, please subscribe and share with your friends and colleagues. Thank you. So what is exactly split valuation mean? So split valuation help in valuating the stock of material in same valuation area. For example, valuation area means your plant or company, but with different prices or valuation. Valuation here nothing but its price in terms of price. Also, split valuation refers to the valuation type on a material master. So on which basis we differentiate this valuation? So on material master level, we differentiate this valuation, and why organization need it to track the material cost. So as I said, this valuation is nothing but the cost or price of material. So organization or customers wanted to differentiate. So for example, let's say there is a material which has various its types or valuations like new product or repaired or used. So there might be same material but which has different prices because of it might be new, it might be used or second hand, or it might be repaired material or product. So the valuation field on the material master allow you to track this stock separately. Separately means you can identify stock or valuation for this new, used or repaired product. In this example, there might be different origins or different types of valuation, but this is just an example. And it specifies the type of stock is being moved or purchased or changed appropriately. So SAP allows you to evaluate stock of a material either together or separately, that is according to the different valuation criteria. We will see that in next slides. So split valuation is necessary to do a valuation of a material with different valuations. Then what are the type of split valuation generally we use in SAP? There are many, but we will cover few in this session. So there are different origins of material. So might be country or different vendors, then grades or quality of material that might be different, that is nothing but valuation. So these are the criteria depending on which we can differentiate material valuation or material stock. Then statuses of material, like as given one example, used, new or old or repaired, like that. Then majorly this valuation is used most like in-house production and external production. So there might be material where uh, in your own company you produce it, but you are not able to produce the enough quantity, so you might procure some same material from some external supplier or vendor. In that case you can use this. Definitely in-house cost will be less and external will be more. Then differentiation between different deliveries or different suppliers, so that is also another case. So in split valuation, you can distinguish between partial stock of material according to the certain criteria and evaluate them separately. So it means although you can see complete stock, but if you want, you can check or differentiate that stock separately as well according to its valuation. The material stock is divided according to the valuation category, that we will see what is exactly valuation category next and its valuation type. So both we will cover next. Then valuation category determines how the partial stock are divided, that is according to which criteria. That criteria nothing but that what we have seen here. Then valuation type describes the characteristic of individual stock, so that we will see next. Then types of split valuations. So as I cover in last slide, here we will see some more details with the help of graphics. So what exactly split valuation look like, or what is exactly things work in here. So let's say first see these three examples. So we will go with one by one. So according to procurement type, as I said, so this P for valuation category P, it is just example, that might be anything, but just example here. So procurement type might be internal or external, that I have covered in last example. Then origin of material, so country of origin here. It might be city or state or anything here that in that origin, but here in example, so country of that material origin might be different countries, here in example Italy or France. Then there might be different quality of a material, so there might be four qualities of material A, B, C, D, and so on. So that are the various type that we have already seen, but here it gives more detail through the graphics. So then we will dive into actual configuration things and how things work in split valuation. So but it just give here I will give you overview what things we're gonna do in configuration. So basically no major things in split valuation, only four configurations are there. So first we activate split valuation, that is not covered here, but first step is activation of split valuation that we will see in system later on. Then define global types. So global types there means like our internal or external or country, like origin, two origins. So that will be the types. So where we decide like how we gonna procure that internally or externally. If external procurement, then you can send external purchase order. If internal procurement, then might be stock transfer order you can use. And how we relate it to that particular material or material type through account assignment category, or sorry, account category reference, not account assignment category. Then we map these defined global types to the global categories. So where we define one global category, let's say procure type or origins like that. But that we will see in next slide. So in first thing, we decide global types and then we merge that global type. We assign that global types to global categories here. And then in define local definition, we activate the split valuation for particular material type along with for particular plant. So this configuration we're gonna do next. So let's see split valuation. So first step is activate split valuation. So we will go in system and we will see one by one everything. So here I'm in system. So run T code SPRO and go through path. You can also run T code directly. So you can run T code OMW0 and you can go to same path, but I will show how to go through SAP path because running T code is simple. Just put T code here and go. So once you go in after running SPRO, go in SAP reference implementation guide or IMG, then go here into material management, then in valuation and account assignment you will find split valuation here. So if all configuration will be in this tab only, so that's the only tab we're gonna use for today's session, nothing else. So open it, then first option itself is activate split valuation. So click on that. By default in most system it will be activate, but just being consultant check it whether it is activated or not. It might be the case if it is a new system that might not be activated. So before configuring split valuation, always check whether it is activated or not. If not, then you can just activate it, save it and go back. But in my case it's activated, so I will not change anything. Then second step is define global type. So before defining global type, we must be clear like which type of split valuation we required. Let's say I'm buying a product from two different vendor or from two different company, or might be internal or external procurement like that. So maybe for today's example, I will go with two vendors or two supplier for the same material, maybe domestic vendor and international vendor like that. So I will go again and I will define a global type. So go again in system. Then here in second tab, just go here, configure, and everything will be here only. So first thing, global type, click on it. Then you can see here previously some defined dummy global types are here. So I will create my own. So click on create, then give your global type, maybe procure abroad, that is external procurement, or let's say I will give some example, int. Okay, I will select abroad procurement. That will be my external vendor. Then in this case, as I am selecting external procurement, I will go with external purchase order allowed. If it is in-house production, then this external purchase order will be no external purchase order allowed, and only internal purchase order will be allowed in this case. But as I'm taking example here from two supplier, not in-house production, so I will allow external purchase order and I will not allow internal purchase order, that is stock transfer order or so. So I will not allow internal purchase order. Then account category reference. So this is very important thing. If you have done automatic account determination, by now know how to check account category reference. But if you don't know, then just check account category reference. So simple T code is OMSK to check account category reference. So you first must know which material type you're gonna use in split valuation. So if you know material type, then just run T code OMSK and then press enter. You will be on this screen. Then select here directly last tab. So in my case, let's say I'm gonna use standard material type, that is ROH. So here my ROH and which account category reference is assigned 0001. So I will use this account category reference. If you don't know, then just use OMSK and check here for your material type which account category reference is assigned. Okay, so I will use account category reference 0001. Then press enter. And here is a catch. So don't save it. Click on create. If you save, nothing will happen. Then you should click on create. So once you click on create, see valuation type abroad procure is create. So I will just take a note of it for my reference. So I have created valuation type 1, that is abroad procure. Then my valuation type 2 will be domestic procure. So I'm considering here example of domestic and international procurement. So again, give all details. In my case, no in-house production, so definitely I will keep rest of setup same and I will create domestic procure as well. So we have done with second step, and we have also checked all these three things. And how to check account category reference, if you don't know, check with this T code OMSK. Then next thing is define global categories. So again, go into screen. So I have created this, save, back, go back. Then you will see second here, global categories. So global categories is here a single digit thing where we are map our account categories to this our global type to this valuation categories. So here I don't, so here only 5 6 are here, so I can create, maybe I will go with A because A is not here. So click on create here, select your valuation category A, then just give some description. So I will give here domestic oblique abroad procurement. Then give here your name of global type that you have defined in last screen. So I will search here for my global type. So I have created, first is abroad procurement and second one is my domestic procurement. So both are external procurement. So I can give tick here. If it is in-house procurement, I can click this, but in my case, there is no in-house procurement. So I'm leaving it. Then this valuation type automatic is one important thing. And if you are doing some batch management, in that case, you will use this. If not batch management, then don't take this. So see, this indicator is only useful for material that are managed in batches. So I'm not taking here example of batch, so I will not select this. Neither in my example, I am using any in-house production. So I will not take this as well. So same like last screen, don't click on saved, click on create. So again, I will take a note of category, valuation category that I have created. So in my case, I have created valuation category A and its name is domestic oblique abroad proc. Okay, then go back. So this one A I have created. Then you can go directly from this screen as well. If you select this and click this, you can go to next screen, but I will show in another way only, the way I have maintained in my presentation. Again, we have assigned global type here. Then next is define local definitions. So again, I will go in screen and here third option is local definition. So just click on it. Then select which plant here you wanted to activate this category. Note that in this tab or in even previous tab, if your scroll or arrow key will not work here. If you want to see below, so see here are 37, but I'm not seeing all. So if you want to see next page, you have to click on page down, then only you can see. So here page up and page down will work. Neither your arrow keys nor mouse will work here. Okay, so here I'm interested to activate this valuation type for plant one. So I will just click here on plant one and then create here category OU. So just click here. Then see, so rest of things are activated for same plant, but this is not activated. So I will click on this valuation category and I will click on activate. So now this valuation category is activated for plant 0001. Then save. Then you can go into local categories. So same. If you want to change, and you can change here, but nothing I'm gonna change, so leave it. If you want to activate this again for other plants as well, you can activate. But in my case, I'm just showing as example, so I will activate for only one plant and that's it. Okay, so these are the steps that are required. So I have activated on plant level and code for these last three things is the same, that is OMWC. So you can use that T code as well. So from configuration point of view, all things are done, nothing much is there. So next we will test this split valuation. So it's very easy. So for testing of the split valuation, we need material master. So I will create one. So create one material master. Yeah, and make sure you are selecting right type, material type that you have activated with account category reference in split valuation, or while activating that, while assigning account category reference. So if you don't know, you can check in OMSK. Okay, so I'm creating material master. I'm just selecting basic views that are required. So basic data one, then purchasing, general plant data and accounting. Okay, then my plant is this, my storage location is also this. So I will give here example split valuation test material, then unit of measure, then I'm just giving here mandatory field. You can give whatever mandatory in your system, but in my system, whatever mandatory, I'm just giving this for example. Then we are more interested in accounting one. So here we have option to activate split valuation for this particular material type. So if you see here this valuation category option here, from this only you can activate split valuation. So here is that split valuation option in material master. So accounting one view is important in case of split valuation. Then here I have to give my account category, that is a single digit account category. So I have created A. If you don't know, you can check here as well. So whatever category is active for this plant, all will appear here. So in my case, A that I have selected, then give all rest of detail like similar the way how you create material master. So here I'm not gonna give any price. You can give if you want, but I'm not gonna give any price. Yeah, and also this price control must be V because it's split valuation and mostly we use moving average price in case of split valuation. So I will not give any price here and I will save this material. Okay. So this material I have created. So I will just take note of this material. Okay, then next thing you have to use a similar material in order to activate your valuation types for this particular material. So just run MM01 again. So first I have created material. Again, I have to maintain valuation type for this material. Okay, so again go in system, run again MM01. This time don't go with blank. So give same material that you created in past step and press enter. Then again you can select more views if you want. So you can see here this valuation type appear here if you try to create material by activating valuation category. Then try to search your valuation category. So you will see the two valuation category that I have created. So let's say first I will go with first one, that is abroad procurement and domestic. So if any material maintained for this valuation category, then you may see X here. But as of now, I haven't maintained any data for this, so it's not appearing. So first I will go with abroad procurement. Then rest all views will not appear directly. This material will give you only accounting one view, and here you have to select appropriate data. Then here you can give price. So let's say it is abroad procurement. Yeah, and one more thing, here you can see this whatever valuation type you have selected. So it will differentiate at plant level. One more level will appear here, that is valuation type, and on this valuation type you can differentiate material valuation or material stock. So again I will give here price. Let's say it's abroad procurement, so I will give 20 per one piece. So I'm saving this data. Now again I have to maintain this category, valuation category, for second type as well. So again, as I said last time, if view is maintained, it will show X, so it's showing here. But now I haven't maintained for domestic procurement, so I will select here domestic. Again, I will maintain only required things here. So in case of international procurement, price was 20, so here it must be less. So I will select 10 for example, and I will maintain this detail. Cool. So now I have maintained both the valuation category for this material. Now we will test. So again, just procure this material very similar way with P2P with your suppliers. So if in case you are buying from external vendor, then purchase order will be there. If you are using internal and external procurement, then STO will be there. So I will create PO here with ME21N. So I will use this data. This is my material. Then I have created already two suppliers. So first I will create PO for a broad vendor or external supplier. Let's say one quantity, for example, net price I have selected 20. Okay, so just provide all details. Okay, so here once you provide detail, you can see in delivery tab, I guess. Yes, in delivery tab. So see here, you can see abroad procurement or domestic procurement. Now it's not editable, so I know where I have done one mistake. So while defining your global category, just go into global category, select your global category. So this tick, it has made this by default. So this tick is not, must not be here. In case of it's not only external procurement, if external or internal is there, then might be I can fix it. But in this case, there is both are external procurement, so I will not make any mandatory. So I will change it and save these changes. Then again go back and I will recreate this purchase order. So again same data. This will be my external vendor. This is the material, PO quantity, unit of measure, then delivery date. Default plant and storage location. So now it should, so see here. Now I have options. So which valuation type I want to procure with. So first I'm international, using international supplier. So go with abroad prod and I will save this. Then let's say I'm creating example for another supplier as well. So that will be my domestic supplier. So again creating purchase order with reference to the same supplier, and now my price will be less because it's a domestic. So let's say 10. Then my plant, my storage location, that's it. Again go into delivery tab. Okay, so material not okay. Yeah, so here again select your valuation type. Now I will select domestic procurement and save it. So now if I go in MMB and I check stock for this material, I can see to distinguish stocks. So I have ran MMBs. So now here I can see on order stock is 2, but now there is no any distinguish. So there is no differentiator, but now I will do goods receipt for both purchase orders. So these are my both purchase order. Okay, so I will create with one by one goods receipt. So next run decode migo to perform goods receipt. Then give goods receipt number. So one is 77. So I will do goods receipt for this one. And here you can in this, okay, in this tab you can see which counters, which valuation type is here. So okay, save purchase order for this, save goods receipt for this. Then I will make goods receipt for other one as well. So here, this is the second one, valuation type. Save it. So I have done two goods received. Now, if I go in MMB, so this is the page, and if I refresh here, see, I can see two different procurement type or two different categories or valuation categories or stock type. Again, if I go on a material level, let's say MM03 for that material. So we have check stock, then again we will check valuation at material level. So for this material, I will go only with accounting. So if I go without valuation type, I directly check in accounting. So I can see total valuation, it's a moving average price is 15. It will take average. So I have two quantity and total value is 30. So 30 divided by 2. So moving average price will be 15. Then if I go back and I go with valuation type, so here I can differentiate according to valuation type. So if I go with valuation type abroad, so it should show me now valuation of this material should be 20. So see, here is price. So its inventory value is 20. So this is its valuation. Same for another valuation type. If I go with domestic one, it should show me domestic valuation, that is it should be 10 ideally. So see, it is 10 and its inventory value is also 10. So this is how we can differentiate with split valuation. So if valuation of material, although material is the same, but because of its valuation type, one is procured from international supplier and another one is procured domestically. So this is the very easy topic, not much things here, just to how to evaluate same material with different valuation or some differentiator. Then summary, so what we have covered today. So here we have seen in first part the configuration of split valuation. So basically 4 steps are there where we activate split valuation, define global type, that is depending on our requirement. It might be internal or external procurement, or it might be domestic or international vendor, or it might be qualities of material. Then we define category. So single digit category we defined where we have merged global types, or we have assigned that global types to the global categories, and we then activate this uh, valuation at plant level where in local definitions. So this is the part in configuration. Then this is the test. You can do differently as well, so no need to go with all, just do 561 movement and update initial stock with. So I will show you that as well. So let's say I want to update initial stock here, so I will go with goods issue, then select other 561 movement and give your material number here. So what is my material number? Yeah, so just give your material number here and update initial stock. While updating, so just give rest all details here. Let's say my plant is 000, storage location is also 0001. Then again go into material. So here you will get valuation type. So just update this stock and again check these things. So you can do in different way. So testing is up to you. You can do, instead of going through all this, you can just do goods issue with 561 movement. It's like updating initial stock, and you can update with both the valuation categories and you can check its valuation in MMB and MM03. So that's it for this video. Thank you. In case you have any question or any doubt, please put in comment section. I will try to answer them. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.